play. Mini Wargaming's Beat Map Batrep.
Welcome back to Beat Map Batrep, Season 2, Episode 26, Dark Angels vs. Tyranids Battle Report, Round 2. Rolling for reserve, I only need 3s, and I fail that one with a 1. And I fail that one with a 2. And I fail that one with a 1. And the Trigon will come in. But that's it. So unfortunately, all my outflanking is not going to be coming in. Trigon comes in, scatters back a little bit, and does a dangerous terrain roll because he did land in a bit of terrain. And there I rolled a scatter die to see how many Termagants he spawned. In the end, he spawned 8, but did roll doubles, so that Tervagon will not be spawning anymore. That is why I always bring 2 Tervagons, because if you bring 1, they always roll doubles right away. If you bring 2, they seem to do half decent. The Tyranids moves up, and the other Tervagon spawns 13 Gaunts, but also rolls doubles. So the Tervagons are done spawning for the whole game, but they can still give Feel No Pain to whatever they decide to with a Psychic test. So the Termagants are moving up, and the one surviving Termagant moves to engage the Terminators all on his own. Tyranids fires at the Dreadnought, scores 1 hit at Strength 10, manages a glancing hit, which turns into an immobilization. So the Dreadnought is down. I'd rather have gotten a weapon destroyed, knock off the plasma cannon, because he's so far away that he wouldn't have really been able to get into close combat anytime soon. The Termagants then fire into the Terminators, who make all of their armor saves. The Tervagon then fires into the Terminators as well, only manages 1 hit and does not manage to wound. The Trigon fires his 12 shots into them, managing a few hits, but unfortunately only getting a couple of, or 3 wounds, and he makes all of those saves as well. The one Termagant fires and misses. The Tervagon fires at Belial and his group, and manages a couple hits, and 1 wound. And he fails that, so finally he fails one of his armor saves, and he does have Feel No Pain, but he fails that as well, because there is a Apothecary in there. In close combat, the Swarmlord gets to hit the Terminator first, and of course, well, he has to make an invulnerable save and re-roll it, so that's why he rolled 2 dice there. So he dies. So the Dark Angels then get their turn 2. He rolls for reserves first to see if his 1 squad comes in. Of course he does. Doesn't get the +1, but his 1 guy comes in. And he gets a direct hit, so they land right where they want it to. They do have to be in base contact when they do deep strike. The other ones move up a little bit and get in better position to fire at the Termagants. The Vindicator moves up because he only has a 24-inch range with his big cannon. The other Dreadnought moves up. The other Terminators move over, getting ready to engage a Swarmlord, I believe is what they're going after right now. The Land Raider moves up but stays only in combat speed. The other one goes combat speed as well. Open fire into the Tyranids, who's got a nice 2+ save, thankfully. He does manage to inflict 2 wounds, but I save both of those. The Terminators then fire, starting with their double missile launcher guy. First one is a direct hit, and the second one scatters back just a little bit. I don't think it manages to hit anybody. I think it's just in that sweet spot where it doesn't hit anybody there. And then he fires all his Stormbolters as well, and does a bunch of wounds, killing a lot of these Termagants. But at least kept him from engaging the Tervagon and Tyranids too quickly. So they're a good meat shield right there. Firing direct hit with the plasma cannon onto the Tervagon, manages to knock off 1 of its wounds, bringing him down. Was that 3 wounds left, or was it supposed to be 5? Well, we'll see when we go back. The Vindicator then fires at the Trigon, managing to score a wound as well. It always feels like a waste firing a huge blast weapon at a big monstrous creature, because the most you can do is 1 damage. Fires his Melta into the Swarmlord, but fails to wound. He rolls a 1 to wound, because if he can kill the Swarmlord, I don't get my +1 to reserves and my re-rolling outflanking. So he fires with all his Terminators into the Swarmlord and does manage to kill it. So unfortunately he is gone. The Land Raider then fires at the Tervagon, trying to inflict as many wounds as he can. But I do manage to... No, I don't manage to save that one right there. I think there was one that ignored my armor, and then I managed to save the other one. The other Land Raider fires lots of weapons into the Termagants, who both have Feel No Pain and are in cover. And so I get a lot of saves there, and he does not manage to kill it. But he does reserve 1 of his weapons to fire at the Termagant. And thankfully they're twin linked, because that first volley completely missed, but the second volley managed to kill him. So end of round 2. No decisive advantage for either side yet. The Swarmlord dying was a big deal, but he had taken out an entire squad of Terminators with very little effort, and he had soaked up a lot of fire too. So I almost want to say that's an even exchange. Still not completely happy with the Swarmlord's performance there because he died too quickly, but that could have been just the fault of myself and the positioning that I had for him, just kind of throwing him out front, waiting to get shot down from all his armor-piercing weapons. So let's go into round 3. If you're on YouTube, click on the annotation right here. If you are on Mini Wargaming, go ahead and click the link below. Don't forget to subscribe and like and comment on this video.